to the Meet the Candidate Forum. Many of you here already know me, but for those of you that don't, my name is Nicole Arnold, and I'm the president of the Holly Area Chamber of Commerce. I also own Little Kind of Services, a web design and digital marketing company. And I truly feel blessed to have the opportunity as a business owner and the chamber president to be of service to a variety of businesses and nonprofits in our community. There are certainly a lot of really good things to talk about happening in Holly. The increases in new businesses opening up and the existing ones thriving, and the recent announcement about the community center. The chamber, of course, would love to take credit for these great things that are happening, but we know that as a volunteer organization, we play a small role in the success of the community. One of the biggest focuses of the chamber is to build relationships not just between our members, but also among individuals and organizations that serve Holly. From monthly ribbon cuttings with the DDA in the village to an upcoming bowling outing to support High's Jacobson and Toy Project, and events like this evening's Meet the Candidate Forum, it is the chamber's pleasure to create opportunities where we can come together to learn about each other and to be of service. I appreciate that, thank you. I would like to thank the candidates that are in attendance this evening for coming out to introduce themselves and answer these questions. And thank you to this evening's audience for being here and taking the time out of your busy lives. We hope that you find value in this evening's event. A special shout out goes to Marlo Davidson for her hard work in pulling this event together. Without her help in contacting the candidates, setting up the facility, and choosing this evening's moderator, it certainly would not be possible without her. In fact, the only thing that I've really had to worry about is writing the speech and making sure that I'm safely going to make it down those stairs. Prior to this evening event, we collected questions anonymously from the community and had a really great response, so we appreciate those of you that submitted questions. And in the spirit of remaining unbiased, the Swartz Creek Chamber of Commerce reviewed and compiled our questions. Each candidate will be given time to introduce themselves, and then our moderator will ask those questions. If time remains, we will open the floor to the audience to ask additional questions or revisit the topic. I do ask that you please give the candidates and the moderator your respectful names for appropriate time. Just like here, if you have a cell phone, please be sure to set it to silent right now. And at this time, I'll turn things over to Tony Engelberg. He is our evening's moderator, and he'll give you a full rundown of the structure. And he'll also be our timekeeper. And I really appreciate you taking the time to work on this event with the chamber. So, good luck to all of you. Wish me luck as I head down the stairs.
Hold our breath. Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for coming. It is an absolute privilege to be here tonight to help facilitate this event. A couple of things I want to set out. First of all, this is a question and answer forum. This is not a debate. Basically, we're here to get your questions answered by the panel at large. I'm going to ask, especially when the audience comes up to ask questions, they'd be directed at the group and not at individuals. What we're going to do is give each candidate 2 minutes at the start of this to introduce themselves, tell us a little bit about what you stand for. Then we're going to start with the prepared questions, then we'll take audience questions. From the audience, and I'll remind you of this when we get there again, you'll be limited to 30 seconds to get your questions out. Again, it's not, we're not here to listen to speeches today. We want the candidates to be able to do as much talking as possible. So with that, I'm going to shut up and ask everybody to please rise so we can do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Candidates, I'll also let you guys know of the prepared questions. They are in groups. I am going to stagger them, and just because a question may be directed at the village or at the state level, if you guys have an opinion, we want to hear it. So don't feel like you can't speak up. You guys can't speak up on the village issue. the village, we want to hear what you guys have to say about the state issues as well. Okay? So with that, we'll start right here. Sir, stand up, please introduce yourself, and we'll go straight down the line here. You've got about 2 minutes, yes. Yep. We have a microphone for you.
My name is David Robertson. I'm running for re-election to the Michigan Senate in what is now the 14th Senate District. For the past 4 years, I've been state senator for the 26th Senate District, which is largely the same area. That district ceases to exist at the end of this year, December 31st. For our purposes this evening, my current district includes Brandon, Groveland, Springfield, and Waterford Townships here in Oakland County and suburban Genesee County. Prior to serving in the Michigan Senate, I served 4 terms in the House of Representatives, representing the area just to your north, Grand Blanc, Goodrich, Mundy Township, Fenton, Linden, and Argentine, and also served 2 terms on the Genesee County Board of Commissioners. Obviously, I'm interested in the support of the people of Holly in this re-election effort and look forward to this evening's conversation.
Thank you.
My name is Ken Thomas, and I'm running for the 51st District State Representative. I'm a father of 2. My oldest son's 15. He just finished up his driver's ed, so please be careful out there. My youngest is 12, and my wife back there, we've been married for 22 years, and she's back there. The reason why I'm running is because I own a small business. My brothers and I, we own Thomas Maytag, which is the oldest appliance store in the country. My wife was the curriculum director for the Linden School, also a principal of an elementary school. I'm concerned about our tax structure of our middle class. The way that our middle class keeps on getting the burden, well, the very large companies are getting the benefits. It's not fair. Pension tax is not fair, and we have to grow the economy from the ground to the middle and out. That's why I'm here. That's why I want to represent you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bob Hoffman, Oakland County Commissioner, District 2. I represent Holly, Rose, Groveland, Springfield, and Highland Townships. I'm a resident of Highland. I have a farm in Highland, and I also am a property owner in Holly. I am probably one of the biggest cheerleaders there are for Oakland County. It's got to be the best place in the country to live. Oakland County sets the standard, and our bar is high. You know, if other communities in the state would even run their government like Oakland County does, nobody would complain. We have a balanced budget through 2017. We are the only county in the United States that has fully funded our retirees' health care. Brooks-Patterson and the County Board of Commissioners are ahead of the curve on everything. You know, it's like they thought of it before somebody else did. And a lot of other municipalities approach Oakland County to figure out how we do it. And I'm running because I believe in Oakland County, I believe in free enterprise, I believe in the dream of America where you can start out with absolutely nothing, you can work hard with a little bit of luck, and you can accomplish your dreams. I mean, we can still do it here. This is the greatest nation on the face of the earth, and we are so truly blessed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Joe Graves. I'm the current state representative of the 51st District. Oakland County includes Holly, Rose, Groveland. I am originally from Holly. I grew up in Groveland Township, went to high school here in Holly. My undergrad was at Siena Heights, and my MBA is from Baker. I ran before, and I'm running again because I do believe in the American dream. That's why my parents came here from Missouri in the 50s, because they wanted an opportunity to succeed, and they've done that. But then we had the lost decade of the previous governor of 8 years where jobs were being run out of the state. And my wife and I are both worried that we're going to leave the state with our aging parents. We thought we need to change that direction, and we did with John England. Now Governor Snyder has done the same thing. He's moved this state forward in the right direction in a bipartisan manner. I was honored to work with Governor Snyder in the past 2 years, and we'll continue that for the next 2. Thank you.
Thank you.
Not very long. My name is Bobbie Walton, and I am running for Senate District 14. I am challenging your sitting Senator Dave Robertson. I am a 6-year resident of Michigan. I spent 24 years before that in the Bethesda, Maryland, and working in Maryland in, around, and for government. I have been a small business owner, so I know a lot about what really impacts on small businesses. I have also been an income tax auditor. I have been a chief of staff for a legislative office. I have worked as a citizen activist for good government and for honest and ethical government. I have 2 degrees in political science. I am a very good researcher and am very interested in what's going on in Oakland County and Genesee County, both of which comprise the 14th district, excuse me. I think that if I were to sum up exactly what I see happening and why I'm very concerned about the declining property values that I see, and in reviewing the questions that you brought forth tonight, I can see how many of them do impact on declining property values, which impact, of course, on our tax assessments, our declining taxes, and how we are not able to afford adequate health and safety and fire safety in roads and schools. Those are the kinds of things that concern me the most, and they all come down to that decline in property values. We must do what we can to boost those, and we can do that best by improving the economy.
Thank you. Folks over there.
Hello, my name is George Kullis. My wife and I moved to this community about 5 years ago. I'm running for, by the way, I'm running for the partial term on the village council, and I'm a write-in candidate. So I'm going to need your help to check the box and write in my name. My wife has some cards. If there's any question on the spelling, you can take them with you tonight. We'll be back by the door. But we moved to this community about 5 years ago. I started going to some of the council meetings. I got involved in the community when there was the big public hearing on the water issue and the raising of the bill. And we started attending the meetings on a regular basis. I would sit in the back of the room with Mr. Bladzik, Mr. Hughes, and we would watch what was going on. And after taking an assessment of what was going on in our community, I wrote an article or a letter to the paper entitled, "Time for Holly Taxpayers to Take Inventory," to start looking at what we were spending our money on, to start looking at what we were owning and how we were spending taxpayer dollars. Since that time, I filled in a position. I was appointed to fill in for Sandra Kleven when she resigned, and then I took the chair of Jason Hughes when he won the election for president. Since that time, we've worked on that. We've made changes downtown. We've sold City Hall. We've come into a sharing agreement with the schools. We've been working on the water. We've been trimming the budget, and that's what it's all about, getting the most out of our taxpayer dollars. So I'm asking you to help write me in for the 2-year term that's coming up. It's the partial term. And thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Heiple. I'm a native of Holly. I graduated from Holly High School. My dad was the village manager when I was growing up. I live in a house 1 block from downtown. My husband's owned for 45 years. He was a teacher for 27 years in Holly High School. I have a master's in public administration. I'm Holly's most enthusiastic cheerleader, and I love Holly.
Thank you.